Prawns, Harry Potter, and Green Honey. It's episode 34. Oh, how's it going, guys? I'm John Boyce, the owner of Brainiac Trivia. Over the last week, I asked 160 questions, and here are my favorite 10 in 10 minutes or less.
Number 10.
Kicking us off in the entertainment category, in what late 2000 sci-fi film are aliens nicknamed Prawns? In what late 2000 sci-fi film are aliens nicknamed Prawns? In my humble opinion, vastly underrated film, in District 9, aliens are nicknamed Prawns. If you haven't watched it, check it out. Kind of a social commentary thing.
Number 9.
Let's go to technology at number 9. What company is credited for introducing icons to computer screens? What company is credited for introducing icons to computer screens? Hope that Kool-Aid tasted good, guys. Apple introduced icons to computer screens.
Number 8.
Into the music category at number 8. In the 1975 hit song Shooting Star by Bad Company, what Beatles song inspired Johnny to play guitar? You know you've heard the song. In the 1975 hit song Shooting Star by Bad Company, what Beatles song inspired Johnny to play guitar? Yeah, I believe right at the beginning of the song, he says he heard Love Me Do by the Beatles. Love Me Do, the right answer.
Number 7.
Oh, 50-50 shot. I love these questions. Fact or crap? Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. Fact or crap?
That's the fact, Jack! That's the fact, Jack!
Not only is it a fact, sloths actually can hold their breath 4 times longer than a dolphin. It is absolute proof that if you move slowly and conserve energy, you're going to be more efficient. That is my goal in life.
Number 6.
Oh, Harry Potter at number 6. Come on, nerds. What is the name of the Wizarding World's daily newspaper in the Harry Potter books and films? What is the name of the Wizarding World's daily newspaper in the Harry Potter books and films? So I know if you're a big-time Harry Potter person, this is kind of an insulting question because it's really easy if you're really into it. But for those casual fans like myself, I may or may not have known that the Wizarding World's daily newspaper is called the Daily Prophet. Kind of excited about next year, so I've hosted numerous Harry Potter full-on theme nights. Next year, I'm going to be doing an event that I'm going to call Greatest Franchises, and I'll have 4 different rounds. Looks like I'm going to do Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Marvel in the first 3 rounds. Have yet to decide my 4th round. Maybe you can help me out with that. No date set for this one yet, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. Never done anything quite like that.
Number 5.
Into the top half we go. Once again, a 50-50 shot. More or less. This could actually be really important information. So if you are a parent and have a small child, listen up. This one could be important for you at some point. A 2018 study in the Journal of Pediatrics and Child Care concluded that it takes more or less than 2 days for the average child to poop out a swallowed Lego. A 2018 study in the Journal of Pediatrics and Child Care concluded that it takes more or less than 2 days on average for a child to poop out that swallowed Lego. So if your kid decides to swallow a Lego, let's be honest, it's a high probability, is going to take just under 2 days to poop out. Less is the correct answer. It takes about 1.7 days, so just under 2 days. This might make you feel a little bit better. If you've ever noticed, Legos have a small hole in the center of it. That is there in case a child swallows it, it gets stuck in their throat so they can still breathe while they're trying to get that out of there. I mean, you can leave it there, but it gives you some time.
Number 4.
Everybody's favorite category.
Boo!
I even get booed on my own podcast. Sports is your category. Listen carefully. I'll say this one twice, of course, and I think you'll follow it the second time around. LeBron James is one of only 2 players in the history of the NBA to play in 3 NBA finals with 2 different teams. Who is the other one? LeBron James is one of only 2 players to play in 3 different NBA finals with 2 different teams. So that's a minimum of 6 total NBA finals. Who is the other one? So LeBron James has done it. Who did it before LeBron James? He did it in Detroit and at Chicago. Dennis Rodman. A lot of people forget about Dennis Rodman with the Bad Boys.
Number 3.
Music will kick us off in the top 3. What hit 2003 song begins with the line, "My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure"? What hit 2003 song begins with the line, "My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure"? Hey Ya by Outkast. I know they don't perform really anymore. One of the best live shows I've ever seen. My wife and I went and saw them years ago in Louisville. Absolutely loved it.
Number 2.
Oh, history for this one.
It's a mystery.
Thank you, Jennifer. Until his death in 1950, what famous American kept a sealed glass bottle of his hero's last breath, Thomas Edison, given to him by Edison's own son? So until his death in 1950, what famous American kept a sealed glass bottle of his hero's last breath, Thomas Edison, given to him by Edison's own son? This is just more proof of really rich people or artists are so eccentric and do kind of weird things. Henry Ford kept a sealed glass bottle of Thomas Edison's last breath given to him by Edison's own son. My first reaction is, how do you know that that's actually there? Like, how do you know there's actually air or breath inside of that jar? And finally, why?
Number 1.
Number 1, my favorite question from last week, coming from the food and beverage category. In 2012, beekeepers in northeastern France noticed some of their bees were producing honey in shades of blue and green. Eventually, they found out that the bees were eating discarded candy from a factory producing what candy? In 2012, beekeepers in northeastern France noticed some of their bees were producing honey in shades of blue and green. Eventually, they found out the bees were eating discarded candy from a factory producing what candy? Apparently, the bees in question were located close to a plant that processes waste from a nearby Mars candy factory, Mars being the parent company of M&Ms. So they were grabbing M&Ms and taking them back to the hive. The waste was kept in giant crates outside of the plant while it awaited disposal. The bees, probably driven by unfavorable weather conditions, found their way to the sugary and colorful goodness of M&Ms and simply dug in. Mars fixed the problem very quickly after they realized what was going on. I do not believe any bees were harmed. If you're anything like me, though, I wanted to taste this. I would have liked to see what that honey. I love honey. I love M&Ms. Let's put the two together and see what happens. But apparently, it was deemed unsellable. However, they did not say unedible. It's a ways away, guys. Go ahead and put it on your calendar. October 21st, I'm hosting Halloween movie trivia. We're going to do this at the Capitol Theater. Adam's Family on the big screen afterwards. So we're going to have 4 rounds of all horror movie trivia. I believe, I haven't completely decided yet, but I think I'm going to go decades on this one, 70s, 80s, 90s, and then the 2000s and beyond will be your 4 rounds. That is going to be a lot of fun. November 11th, Disney movie trivia, watching The Lion King, and then Christmas movie trivia December 16th, and the greatest Christmas movie of all time, Christmas Vacation, on the big screen. I do believe in mid-July, I'm going to host my first ever full-on TV night. Well, I guess I've done that before, but not in this format. That's going to be in Murfreesboro, so if you're in the area, be on the lookout for the information on that. If you want to be a supporter of the podcast, keep on listening, or click on the link in the bio. Nothing is expected. Everything is appreciated. And of course, trivia is always more fun in person. So if you're in the area, we'd love for you to stop by one of our weekly locations. It is always free to play. I'm John Boyce, and this has been the Brainiac Trivia Top 10 and 10.